Thank you. Love you, man. Love you.
Thanks, dude. This is the last question, ladies and gentlemen, and it goes to you, sir, with the Batman.
Hi, this is Jason. I'm Dempster, Pop Culture Crusader. So.
Hi, so we're here now at the Asian press conference of Aquaman. And of course, we're excited to see Jason Momoa. No, we're not. Get out of here. Excited to see Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, and director James Wan. Ano ako si Prince?
Okay lang.
Ano, excited na kayo?
Oh God, so excited.
James Wan! James Wan lang talaga.
Few minutes, we'll be joined on stage by director James Wan, Amber Heard, and Jason Momoa. Now, before we begin, I would like to remind everyone to please switch off your mobile phones. There will be a photo call at the beginning and at the end of the press conference. Many of you have flown in from our other neighboring Asian countries. My name is Joey Mean King, and I'm welcoming you to our Aquaman Asian press conference today. So I'm certain most of you have seen the movie. I mean, I don't think you would be here if you haven't seen the movie. So we all know that it's directed by James Wan, and this is the origin story of the half-surface dweller, half-Atlantean Arthur Curry, which is played by Jason Momoa. And we see him go through this crazy journey, and we work out whether he is worthy enough to be the king of Atlantis. And also joining him is, she's so fierce, with Mara, who is played by Amber Heard, who is his most reliable ally in the movie. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to see them. I'm sure some of you already seen them and spoke to them earlier, so we have a chance to have them here again on stage. But before all that, if you're going to take your photos, love photos, and whatever social media you enjoy, please use the hashtag AquamanPH and post away. Go nuts! Take a lot of photos, and if you have any photos of me, do tag me. I really appreciate that. So do all that. I'll be back on stage, and when I come back on stage, I will have the cast with me. But for the meantime, I'm totally gonna get my hair red and be you this Halloween. Thank you. Oh, guys, so welcome to the Philippines. Have any of you guys been in our hood before? We're kind of neighbors, James. You're like down the road.
Down the street, around the corner.
Yes. So you've been to our hood.
I know, this is my first time as well.
Yeah. Welcome. Yeah.
My first time in Manila, yeah.
Jason, no.
No.
Really?
Yeah. First time.
Oh, awesome. Well, welcome to our hood.
First for all of us.
Yes, well, welcome to our hood. So, my first question, I will ask, I'll ask you, Jason, this question. So, you are now on a 4-continent Aquaman tour. So, how important is it for you to engage with the press and the fans to bring the film closer to them?
Why is it important? Well, I mean, for me and James, I think it kind of resonates for us because of our nationality. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Philippines are like the 10th island for Hawaii. I mean, there's more Filipinos in Hawaii than there's Hawaiians. So I mean, we're kind of basically family. So I feel like it's an honor to be here, and then also to represent, you know, someone who we have the same mythology, we have the same, you know, histories, and James does too. And so, you know, we kind of come from two different worlds. It's a very important, you know, for me, we tried to make it to even more continents. But I had to do so much press in New York that we couldn't make it to like Mexico, couldn't make it to Brazil. But even when I was supposed to end, which was going to be LA, we're all still continuing on to do different places. Like I really wanted to go to Australia and finish off that. She's amazing in speaking Spanish. She's going to head down to Miami. I'm going to be heading to Hawaii to finish off. So I just think we all love this film so much that we're branching off in all different ways so we can just spread the love.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's great.
Thank you for everything. That's why we're doing it.
Thank you. Well, we're really lucky that you came over to see us here in Asia first. Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, you guys came back from China. Is that right?
We've done China.
And I just saw an article that you guys hit like 100 million, like in your release or something crazy like that.
Something shy of that, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Today, we did.
Yeah.
We made over 107 Monday.
Oh, my bad. It was just 100. That's
Wow.
when I saw it this morning. It was 100.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Okay, now it's time for our friends in the press. Who would love to ask a question? Put your hand up, and someone, our lady in red. Lady in red.
Hi, I'm Beatrice Acosta from Click the City. My question's for Amber Heard. What for you makes Mira a powerful character and a superhero on her own? And what do you think makes her character, how does her character translate to the average modern woman who watches it?
Well, that's part of why I am so happy to have had the chance to play this character, Mira. Mira is a warrior. She's a princess, but it's just a title. She's active, driven, strong, fierce, badass, kick-ass, tough, intelligent warrior, a superhero in her own right, who just so happens to, yes, be a woman. And I love that about her. I love that she's all of those things, and truly a kick-ass superhero on her own. And I love that I get to play that and speak to a growing demand that we're finally starting to meet in the entertainment industry, one that speaks to the lack of roles that are offered or that are available to women, which paint a fuller, larger, bolder, stronger, more accurate depiction of the female experience. We need more representation in all aspects of the industry, but especially in the comic book superhero world. It's incredibly thrilling and energizing for me to be able to answer that demand and be a part of the change as we start to see our demands being met and our demands for increased representation across the board. And to do it in a movie where I wasn't compromised, my strength wasn't compromised, to me speaks to exactly what we need to be calling for, demanding for, writing ourselves, and demanding more of. And I love that I could be this woman now. It's one thing to play a kick-ass cool character anyway, but to be able to do one now in this day and age is incredibly important for me, both as an actress and a person.
Any more questions? Yes, lady with the hat, little Ray. Ray, over there. I'll totally dive into the audience and give you my mic if you don't get one in the next second.
I saw that Jason in an interview said that because your costume, that if you want to have the boobies, you have to hold it tightly, and you say there are some interesting things that happen with your costumes. I want to ask what are those interesting things? And for Amber, you also said that wearing the costume like a vacuum status. Yeah, so I also want to ask you that, is there any interesting with your costumes?
Yeah, I'm generally a smartass, so it was a silly question when they asked me if I could go to the bathroom, but yeah, I can go to the bathroom in the outfit. There's no problem going to the bathroom.
Here we are talking about this. There's my costume to the credit of the filmmakers and the wardrobe designer that it looks so cool and effortless because in reality it is the complete opposite of that. It is a skin-tight, scaly aquamarine, vacuum-sealed, corseted condom basically that I'm wearing. And it's as forgiving as you can probably imagine that would feel to wear.
My costume was really comfortable.
T-shirt.
I don't know what these guys are complaining about. So easy.
Actually, when I was watching the film, I'm thinking, okay, you had to have them on wires. Like, was there like massive wedgie problems happening on set here? Like, ow, ow. Let's not answer that, sir. Okay, next question. You, sir, over there wanting to ask a question. Give you a mic.
Hi, this is Ken from Singapore. Welcome to Philippines. Okay, the question is for three of you guys. Are you anyone's superhero in real life? And if let's say there's a chance that someone give you superpower, do you actually want it in real life?
I can guess you're a superhero to a few kitties. I know that.
Yeah, probably to my kids
I've seen that.
for a couple more years. And then if I had real superheroes, if I was offered to have those powers, would I like them? Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, who wouldn't take superpower?
Yeah, I think we all do. We
That's
all
why we
take.
love these movies.
I never have ever found myself saying, I'd like to be more normal.
That's a good answer.
James, you.
What about?
Answering. Yeah, who are you a superhero to?
No one. No one looks at me and go, that guy's my superhero. I don't have kids, so maybe to my little doggies. I got two really cute small dogs. You know. Yes, to Annabelle. Yes, that's right. To Annabelle. Annabelle isn't real. Anyway, next question.
Maybe on my right-hand side. Let's go for you. Oh, this one's right on the other side of here.
Hi, I'm Francesca. I'm from Mega Magazine. So my question is first for James Wan. As this is your first superhero movie, and we all know that you've been directing and producing horror films, how did you incorporate your horror roots into this movie? And for Jason, what are the preparations you made to play the role of Aquaman?
I would say that every movie I make, regardless of what genre it's in, I learn stuff from it and I carry it on to my next project. Obviously, what I learned from making scary movies is that creating characters that people really care about, that's super important. Because if the audience care about your characters, then when they get scared, when I put them in these sort of scary situations, then you as an audience, you care about them and you feel the same way that they do. And so it's the same approach to with this film is making and creating likable characters and finding the best in my actors and pulling that out of them and finding interesting sort of drama within the characters themselves to sort of cultivate that sort of emotion and so yeah I would say that it's storytelling is storytelling. It kind of doesn't matter what genre it's in.
I mean, preparing for the character, I think we have to train and do the stunts and things like that. Also, Arthur's a really big drinker, and I'm not really a fan. So. But James was a stickler about it, and he wanted me to drink a lot. So for the character, I did.
That's right, it was me. I was the one that pushed him to drink more.
You, sir, over here in the front. Microphone to man in the denim shirt.
Thank you. I'm from Taiwan, United Daily. Okay, James, you say be Aquaman director is your first choice, and Jason is over mixed race, and you born in Malaysia and grew up in Australia. Sorry, I'm so nervous.
Don't be.
Okay. How do you bring your background to this movie? And Jason is welcome to join this discussion.
I would say that, definitely to what you're getting at, my background, like you said, I was born in Malaysia, grew up in Australia, so, culturally I am from two separate worlds as well. And I think for me, kind of growing up, you kind of push one aside where you embrace the other one more. But then I realized as I got older that I'm embracing my other side just as much now, and I think that is something that we've worked into the script, the story, which is a hero who is from two separate worlds, and he doesn't kind of quite feel like he belongs in either world. But what he ultimately discovers and realizes is he is the best of both worlds, and he ends up embracing his identity, and that's something that I think as I've gotten older, I've definitely learned to embrace more as well. This movie with a sense of excitement. I want them to enjoy the movie, go on this crazy fun ride. But I want them coming out of the movie realizing that the thematic message in the movie is something that's very important, and the message of, yes, as you pointed out, the message of family unity. The movie is about a guy who loves his dad, never got to know his mother, and so it's about like the completeness of that family unit, and like we said, the other thing is, just embracing one's identity is super important. And then thirdly, the other message in the movie that I think is important, but it's more in the background, is the message of our environment. I think this is one of the few rare superheroes where the environmental sort of aspect of it is at the forefront. And I don't think you can make an Aquaman movie and not touch on the environmental message of it all.
Yes.
Hi, hello.
Cultures and the Philippines. There's definitely my side of the island is very special and very unique characters. So I didn't get to experience like 100% what it would be like being with a Filipino family. Everyone is definitely a melting pot of that. So my experience is that my side, that native culture is a big blend of Chinese and Filipino and Japanese descendants who have been many generations there, and Hawaiians and so forth.
Zach from Esquire.
We have the same T-shirt.
Yes.
Mine has sequins.
Awesome. Great. I want to thank you guys first because we saw the film last night and it was awesome. Great. It was awesome, right? It was so awesome. All right. This question for Miss Amber Heard. So you spoke about like how you were excited, and I know how excited you are to have like female figures, and the DCU is leading the charge for female superheroes. We have Wonder Woman, super awesome film, and then what I wanted to ask was what makes Mira, what sets Mira apart from other female superheroes? We have a female superhero coming out next year from the other studio, right? What sets Mira apart?
I wish I could answer you better. The problem is there's like two, and that's the problem. There's it sets her apart. Just Mira is different only in the sense that, like Wonder Woman, she is empowered, strong, has her own narrative. In our story, Mira is the driving force for the whole story. She is what makes Arthur Aquaman. She not only allows him to and empowers him to realize his destiny, but she's really a driving force of the whole story. She figures everything out first, and she acts on that, and she acts on it with her will, strong will, a decisive force, and she is no damsel in distress. And I just think we just need a lot more of those types of roles for women. Girls and boys alike need so much more to look at when they're growing up. So many more heroes to admire. You know, he has a daughter. It's like to think that she has two maybe to look up to in terms of a superhero. Well, in DC, there's Wonder Woman, Queen and Lana, and myself, but we need a lot more, and I'm really happy to be a part of the change.
Yeah, they're leading in DC, but it's really cool what's happening. What Black Panther did. You got Captain Marvel coming out, which is gonna be phenomenal for the girls. So there's a lot of, I think everything's shifting that way. So it's good.
Okay. Hello, Jason. Hello, Amber. My question is for James Wan. But first, I just want to say that you're my hero, and in behalf of the horror fans in the Philippines, I love you so much. I love you. I love you so much. And congratulations in creating the best superhero movie ever. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
My question is...
See, that was more a statement than a question.
My question for you is, are you planning to direct a superhero movie that is a horror genre, and what is your favorite creature or favorite costume in the Aquaman set?
Favorite costume the Aquaman set? Well, I mean, there are shades of a little bit of horror within Aquaman itself. You know, if you guys have seen it, that's the sequence with the trench where it's really scary. And so I dug deep into my love for genre filmmaking, and my favorite costumes. I love both their costumes. I think Mara's costume is amazingly put together by Kim Barrett, my costume designer, who did such an incredible job building everyone's costumes, and of course Jason's classic outfit as well as Aquaman. Two very iconic characters that have never been done before on the big screen, and we get the chance to do it, and I'm super proud of it.
Thank you. Love you, man. Love you.
Thanks, dude.
This is the last question, ladies and gentlemen, and it goes to you, sir, with the Batman.
Hi, Amber. Hi, Jason. I'm Dan Dipster, Pop Culture Crusader. So, I watched the movie. Something to look forward to in the future?
I think we'd all be very, very excited if it did well. I think we would all do our best to try to make that happen.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. On that, we will wrap up our press con. So this will be our last photo. So Jason, love for our wonderful director and cast of Aquaman. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. And please make your way here on the line left.
It's Jason! Okay, we're still on stage. Here's a happy kid who got me to ask his question. Yeah, congrats, Prince!
For joining us today in our press conference. So Aquaman opens here in the Philippines tomorrow, also in Indonesia and Taiwan, and in Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand will be
Guys, so we're now going to SM Mall of Asia where we're going to hold a fan event. So, yeah. So what do you think of Jason and director James Wan?
If we're talking about Jason Momoa, it's okay to talk about having a crush on him. that's the exception.
Okay,
Amber Heard.
first on my vlog, Earl just admitted that he has a man crush on Jason.
It's perfectly normal.
I think we all have. I know. Yeah. Okay, so we're now going to SM Mall of Asia. Siguro mamaya magulo talaga dun. Go away. Hey guys, nandito tayo ngayon sa fan meeting ng Aquaman movie. So galing na tayo sa press con. So nandito naman tayo sa SM Mall of Asia.